All right, so welcome to ModestoManiacs.com, Coach Lou Bland. And for all of our fans out there, go ahead and tell everybody where you hail from.
I'm from Modesto, California, born and raised. And
What was your sports experience in high school?
I played 4 years of football. I wrestled, and I played basketball.
What high school did you go to?
Graduated from Modesto High School and played football. 2 years at Modesto Junior College, and I earned a scholarship to play football at Sacramento State University.
You continued into coaching. Tell me about your experience in coaching.
I coached football for 19 years. I actually started playing football when I was 10 years old. You know, I've been in football from 10 years old to recently.
You were lucky enough to have your kids roll up through your programs as a coach. What did you enjoy about coaching your kids?
It was fun, teaching them the basics. Getting to teach them the basics of football from a ground zero level, and watching them grow, watching them mature, and become fine young men. Student athletes. Just kind of teaching them everything that I knew and everything that I've learned, throughout the years, different coaches and, the fundamentals of football.
I got to imagine that you're really unfamiliar with women's tackle football. What are you expecting?
I'm really excited. I've seen, film, and they really play football. That's what got me so excited about this women's tackle football. It's not the powder puff, football that we see playing, at the high school level, where the girls go out there and kind of, play flag football stuff. It's really football, and I was like, wow. Some of these ladies are really impressive. Some of them are really good athletes, and it's going to be a new and exciting challenge, for me, a whole new level of football. And I'm already a fan of the sport, of women's football, and I can't wait to get out there and try to add my expertise, and help out the Modesto Maniacs this year.
You got an iPod, Coach?
No, I don't.
If there was one sitting there with you right now, what song would be playing for Lou Bland on a Saturday night?
All Eyes on Me, Tupac, old school Tupac.
You know what, Coach? A day here that is marked in history, and I believe you're a pretty strong Raider fan, but Al Davis was pronounced dead today.
It was really sad for the Raider Nation. I've been a Raider football fan, my whole life. I was really sad to hear, the guy was just, an icon in the sport of football and here in the Bay Area, for the Raiders. So, he's going to be greatly missed, throughout the world, throughout the league, throughout the whole, game of football. It's like, you can't replace that guy. R.I.P. and say a prayer out for his family.
What kind of offense do you enjoy, Coach?
I like running the ball. I like a running team, develop a vertical passing game. I prefer kind of smash mouth running offense where you can control the tempo, control the clock, well-disciplined team.
How about on the other side of the ball? What kind of defense do you enjoy?
Defense, I like an attacking defense. I like the pressure, put pressure, 44 defenses where you got, 8 players up in the box challenging and really pressuring the quarterback, pressuring the run, and getting after it.
I see on your list of new coaches, you bring 8 new fresh faces to the sidelines. Who are these people to you?
A lot of them were coaches that I've coached with in the past, most of them, and some of them I kind of met and respected and coached against, some of them, and I'm trying to bring together a really professional, young, outgoing coaching staff. When I interview them, they all want to move up, and they see this as an opportunity. We're taking this as a big league, type opportunity. So I got a bunch of head coaches, former head coaches with years of experience coming in to help out at different positions, and everybody's everybody's going to work together as a cohesive unit to really get the most out of these girls and try to get to the championship game. I know last year the Maniacs went deep in the playoffs. Hopefully this year we can get them all the way to Texas, and really, represent and bring some notoriety, to women's tackle football here in Modesto. So that's our goal coming in, as a coaching staff, to where we really want to get the best out of it, have fun, and win some games and learn some football and just become a solid foundation.
Now, I know we pulled you out of retirement here, Coach. You were done with youth football coaching, and what does Lou Bland do when he's not on the field?
Off the field, I've gotten back into investing into the real estate market. I do a lot of comedy events, at the State Theater and down at the DoubleTree Hotel.
Tell me, Coach, what's your favorite color of M&M?
Silver and black. No.
Who's had the biggest influence in your life, Coach?
The biggest influence in my life, it'd probably be my mom. Yeah, my mom passed away, over 10 years ago, and I'm still influenced my personality, and comes from her. She's a giving person, and I think I take a lot of that, from her.
How much of that is involved in your daily life to this day? What does Mom's philosophy bring to yours as a coach?
Always treat people, how you want to be treated, and always, extend a helping hand. And if you can help somebody, you always help people. In coaching, that's what I try to do. The game itself comes real natural to me, so that's more the easy part. But if I can help somebody with giving them a word, a kind word, or just a word of encouragement for whatever they might be going through in life, that's what really fulfilled me. In 19 years of coaching, I've really enjoyed trying to help people outside of football. Positive, be a positive role model to people, trying to encourage people to stay focused and stay positive.
Your favorite team's the Raiders, Coach? Who's your favorite NFL player?
Right now would be McFadden for the Raiders.
And how about all time?
Let's see, I like Marcus Allen, Bo Jackson, Howie Long. I can go on and on.
They got a nickname around the way for you, Coach?
Just Big Lou.
They call you Big Lou now. Where were you Big Lou before you had a child, or was it a dimension thing?
No. It was Big Lou. Probably just the way I was a kind of big guy, and I was always humble. But when it was time to put the hammer down, I was a middle linebacker. So, and I kind of carried it. Spoke softly, but carried a big stick type of scenario.
We love that type of scenario here.
So that's kind of where I got the Big Lou, way beyond and before Little Lou,
Chime in on Little Lou real quick.
When he was a youth, he was a tremendous athlete. He won a lot of state, national tournaments, in wrestling. He was on a lot of championship youth football teams, and then he carried it out and went to Central Catholic. Became one of the top 5 best wrestlers in state of California history. He was an all-state football player. He was an all-American football player. He's currently playing football for Washington State Cougars, and he was a freshman All-American, pretty good student. I'll be looking forward to him graduating this May. So that'll be a real highlight for us.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and he has two younger brothers. Reggie, my middle son, he's at Central Catholic now. He's a sophomore, and then he has another younger brother, Montel, who's a seventh grader. And they're pretty quite talented young men themselves. So the future is good.
We look forward to it. October 15th, you're going to meet the Maniacs. You're going to get a good look at the new class of rookies joining our program. Are you excited about the tryouts?
I'm extremely excited. I'm excited to see the talent that we're going to have coming out, and I'm fired up for the task.
Coach, I appreciate you being here at ModestoManiacs.com, and I know our fans appreciate it too.